On this episode of the Visual Magic Show, we're taking a look at the brand new items in the OC Fans membership. I'm fighting the patriarchy, and I'm giving an endorsement to a YouTube channel that's not this one. Hey, what's up guys? It's DK here for the Visual Magic Store, and welcome back to another episode of the Visual Magic Show. Now, it's been a while since the last episode, so I feel like you and I have got some catching up to do. How have you been? Uh-huh. Really? That's amazing. Or terrible. Honestly, I don't know what you said. I'm not a mentalist. But one thing that I do know is that since we last talked, Luke has added some cool items to the membership. So let's take a look at those. Recently, Luke did a live video lecture for Studio 52's London Underground. But if you missed the actual event, you can check out the replay of Luke's lecture right now in the OC Fans membership. And if you want to purchase the full event, you can go to studio52magic.com and use the coupon code OC20 to get 20% off your total purchase. Luke also uploaded a special Easter theme effect called Eggstatic that allows you to take a chocolate egg and turn it into a chocolate bar. And much to Rory Adams' surprise, it doesn't use any black art. So if you're a part of the OC Fans membership, head over to the Magic Tutorials section right now to check out these brand new items. And if you're not a member of OC Fans, head to the link in our description to sign up today. Also, this is totally random, but I'm thinking about changing the editing style for these videos, so instead of doing these long-winded but clever segues into the next section, I'm just gonna do like a hard cut. DK's Rant and Rave. If you haven't seen the show before, this is the section where I go on a largely unscripted rant about something in the magic community that's been bothering me instead of paying for a therapist. But then I balance out all that negative energy by raving about something that I've really enjoyed recently. So let's get into it. If you're a magician, then chances are you've ended up on the Magic Cafe at one point or another. And if you haven't been on the website before, then hopefully this rant will encourage you to keep that streak going. For starters, the Magic Cafe is one of the ugliest websites I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, I've been told they keep it that way for nostalgia, but just like racism, some things from the olden days are best left in the past and not rehashed. Also, every nook and cranny of unused space on the website is filled with more low-resolution ads than a virus-ridden porn site. Some of the ads are so old they don't even link to anything, or it's for stuff that you just can't buy anymore. Visuals aside, the one thing I really despise about the Magic Cafe is that it contains some of the worst people in the entire Magic community. It's kind of like every family reunion you've ever been to. Sure, there's a handful of people in there that you don't mind hanging out with, but the overwhelming majority of them are old, piss you off, and won't stop sharing their outdated and bigoted opinions. I could genuinely make a 20-minute video just about the Magic Cafe and the horrible people on there, but I'm going to limit this to just one section of the site. In order to try and encourage more women to be active in the community, they created an entirely separate section called The Feminine Mystique, where women could talk about the pros and cons of being a female in magic. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the worst ways to encourage people to be active in a community is to segregate them from the rest of the community. I'm all about providing safe spaces for people to talk about issues that are close to their heart without being judged or ridiculed, but it's not like there's anything stopping men from going into this section of the website. You don't have to upload a picture of your ID or, check a box that says I'm not sexist. Now, this section of the website hasn't actually been touched in a few years, which is crazy to me because the Magic Cafe still has a section for Sans Minds, a company that no longer exists, and that section was posted in last month. But I took the liberty of going back through a few of the older posts and finding some truly terrible things. This thread starts with user Todd Sky asking, what is it about magic that seems to keep women away? And if you scroll down not too far, you'll see that user Magic Watcher 2005 says, you gotta be smart in math and mechanical stuff to do good magic. And girls aren't really good at stuff like that. First of all, Magic Watcher 2005, if you're still watching Magic in 2022 and you happen to see this, you. That is quite possibly one of the dumbest things I have ever read in my entire life. First of all, magicians have to be good at math and mechanical stuff? I'll let you know right now, I'm horrible at math and I guarantee I'm a better magician than you. Reading this makes me think that you only know how to do the 21 card trick, where, yes, math is imperative, but I'm pretty sure a 5-year-old could do that trick. Also, the notion that women can't be good at math or mechanical stuff is absolutely ridiculous. One of my good friends from high school has an engineering degree, and she's making absolute bank working for one of the largest medical software providers in the entire country. Oh, and by the way, she's only 23 years old. Anyway, if you scroll down the thread, people start calling him out, and he says, sorry, I'm just talking about the girls I went to school with. You girls are probably smarter because you're already into magic and stuff, so that doesn't mean you. Well, Magic Watcher 2005, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the girls you went to school with were actually pretty smart. And the reason you never found out how smart they were was because they were smart enough not to talk to you. Now, obviously, sexism in the magic industry extends well beyond the boundaries of the Magic Cafe. For example, Roberto Giobbi, the author of Card College, once said, "I've yet to find a woman who has contributed anything groundbreaking to Magic." You would think that somebody so well read on the history of Magic wouldn't be so dense. But Roberto, have you considered that maybe it's things like that and people like you that discourage women from wanting to be a part of this community at all? Think about all of the magician's assistants that have gone uncredited for years for their ideas and for their talents simply because they were a woman and they were used as a sex object. Oh, and by the way, a great woman in the magic community before that was... All right, that one's getting cut for sure. Lloyd Barnes has been on the forefront of magic creation ever since I started doing magic, and now he's teaching a ton of brilliant material for free over on his YouTube channel. He also goes live every Sunday to talk magic theory, jam on new ideas, and interact with his growing community of over 12,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, I highly recommend going over to his channel right now and hitting that subscribe button. Also, Lloyd, if for some reason you're watching this right now, I just want to take the time to apologize directly to you. When I was 13 and I had absolutely no social awareness, I left this comment on one of your posts and you blocked me, which was, by the way, 100% the correct decision. I thought I was being funny, but I was actually being incredibly mean, and I am so sorry. Just please don't block me on the account that I use now because I really like following you and seeing the stuff that you're putting out. Oh my God. You know, I know that he doesn't remember that. He probably just blocked me and went on with his life and never thought about it again, but I think about that at least once a month and I still feel so bad about it. So Lloyd, I am so sorry. Normally at the end of the episode, I like to shout out somebody that's been using the hashtag OCFans over on Instagram, but I just went and checked and there haven't been any new posts since the last episode. So if you guys want to be shouted out in the next episode, make sure to use the hashtag OCFans on Instagram. Anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and leave a comment as well. If you want to see videos from us in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you can get notified every single time that we post. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can find us at Visual Magic Store. And if you want to follow me, you can find me at dkmagician. I'll see you guys in the next episode of The Visual Magic Show. I'm DK Magician. Spread the love and peace out.